Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Thanks for making time to watch the video too. I promise this is going to be real quick. What I have today is what I call the order by clause. That's what I want to introduce in this video. And this order by clause basically is a clause that is used to refine our tables after extracting them from a huge data set. This can also be compared to our usual filtering that we do in a basic Excel spreadsheet. I'm already in Workbench, and without boring you, let's just move straight to action. So we just execute the use of our usual fictitious fancy ink data set. Sorry. I control and enter, and as you know, we have 0 rows affected. That means we've initiated the use of this particular data set. So let me just select everything from employees. So from this basic query here, we're going to get a table. When I execute this, the table that comes out here is a table that contains 6 columns and about 300,024 rows as seen here. Now, when we look critically at this table, what we realize is that this table is being ordered by the employee's number. But what if, say, your boss asks you to order this table by the first name, or let's say by the last name, or by gender? And this is basically what you have to do. You just have to edit this basic statement and say order by, if it's first name we are using, we just say first name, Control B to clean it up, and we do this. So what we see is that now it is ordering by first name, and what we observe is that it's in ascending order per the alphabets. And one thing that we need to know is that in Workbench, our order by clause is by default in ascending order, so that when we even bring in this abbreviation of ASC, which means ascending, there is not going to be any change in our output here, because this is the default way. So when we execute this, we are fetching. We fetch the same thing and we have it here. The vice versa is to use DESC, which is descending order. Control B, and we enter. Now what we see is that now we are picking it up from the first name, where the first letter is a Z. Good. One beautiful thing that we can also do with this order by clause is that we can also order by using, say, 2 columns or 2 fields. In that, if we already have our ordering on our first name, we can also ask Workbench to do an ordering also on the last name, but that last name ordering is dependent on the ordering on the first name column. So let's do that. So all we just have to do is to say the last name, and then we enter. So as I said, the default ordering is always in ascending order. So we see that it maintains the armor, and the last name column has now also been altered to be ordered in the in the ascending order. Now, sometimes you may find if you don't have a data set that contains so many columns, it is also worthwhile, or it comes in handy, if you necessarily don't have to use the names that are the column names, but you can just count. For instance, this table that we have here, we just have 6 columns, so you can use the column numbers instead of using the column names. And what I basically mean is, when you count this, you see we have 1, 2, 3. So this is the 3rd column and this is the 4th column. So we can change this to 4 and change this to 3, and this will work the same way. And that's what we have here. It's the same thing. Moving on, what this order by clause also can do is also to order on numerical fields or numerical columns, such that we can choose to order by date of birth, or as in our initial table, we can order by our employee number, or say the hire date, or say gender. For instance, if we want to order by gender, per what we've learned so far here, that we can use the column numbers. The gender column is now going to be column number 5. Yeah, so we can just change this whole thing to 5, and we say that, and then you see that it's now ordering first on the females, all the females in this data set, before considering first on the males before considering the females. Yeah, we can also have another example by trying the date of birth. So date of birth is column number 2. We execute, and we are there. So voila, that's how this order by clause works. Yeah, so basically it works on numerical fields and also categorical fields. It works on strings. It works on everything. And one thing that we need to note is that you can also consider multiple columns at the same time, and it's going to fetch you your data by the structure that you want it to be viewed in. So it's a basic filter that we use in the spreadsheet. Yeah, so I hope this video was useful, and we catch up some other time.